Good morning, Mr. Murphy. He waved. Good morning, Mr. Oliver. Come here. Come here. Don't tell Grandma. Oh, you get bad breath. It is Friday afternoon. I've got one to my left, one to my right, and a meeting to start. So I'm gonna put the headphones on. It's really hard with one hand. Let's see if I can do this. Alright, it is time for the meeting. There. Just waiting on everyone to get into the meeting because I'm the host, so I have to, go through the list of people and just waiting. Just waiting. And it's 1 o'clock right now, which is the time the meeting should be starting, but it never really starts on time. But to be fair, everyone is in a different place in the United States. So, actually I think one lady is in London right now. So, okay, got another one. Almost everyone's in the meeting and then we can get started. And I don't know why I'm vlogging this, except that I'm bored right now. Now that the meeting's over, I get to have my healthy snack, sort of. I don't know why, but I just got a craving for ranch dressing and something crunchy, so I think celery counts as crunchy. Well, I ate 3 pieces of celery and then I was like, bah, I can't eat this anymore, because celery is so tasteless. So I was like, I need carbs, pronto. I literally said that out loud, so I made myself a PB&J. Much better. I do have to give a small update though. I don't know if I said this on the vlog yesterday, but yesterday morning my grandmother left and I stayed here with Oliver and Murphy, obviously. But for a couple different reasons, I wanted to stay here with them. Murphy just got his distemper, which is a live virus vaccine, and it said not to be around small children, which Skylar obviously fits in that role. And my grandmother going through chemo. Although we found out today, nurse said that unless my grandmother sucked on Murphy's blood, she would have no risk of infection from the distemper, which is very good. Funny, but good. And just a whole bunch of reasons. It was much safer to stay here. And my grandmother went back to New Jersey to go through some treatments, or not treatments. She didn't have a treatment. She had a couple checkups and doctor visits and stuff. But unfortunately, she did not sleep very well last night. She got up, was puking several times, was just like in the bathroom the entire night. And she remembered waking up twice on the bathroom floor, which means that she passed out at least twice, that she can now remember. Not very good. Then this morning I got a text from my mom and she said that my grandmother was being admitted to the ER because she had a fever over 101. She was not eating, obviously, because she was still puking and was just not good. What was the other thing in the first text? Oh, her fever this morning was 101.8, and they want to scan her head because she has a bruise on her eyelid and her lip is swelling again. They were taking blood cultures, and then at noon, a little afternoon, an hour and a half ago, my mom sent me another update that her potassium and magnesium levels were low. Her fever went over 102. They did a chest scan, and they were waiting on a head scan. That she's at least spending the night in the hospital. And she was also, her sodium levels were low, which is crazy because my grandmother loves her sodium. And I sent a text back to my mom and was like, how was her sodium level low? Because she puts salt in everything. So I got a little chuckle out of that, even though it's not a very positive situation. But, in in situations like this, you have to find the humor in little things so you don't go crazy or get scared or something. And then my uncle just called me. Just got off the phone with Frankie, and he gave me another update, and all of her levels are really, really low. He said her white blood cell count was 0, which is not good, obviously. Everything you can think of is low or very near 0, so it's not looking good. So we're kind of rolling with the punches here. We're kind of figuring out what's gonna happen and stuff, and I know my aunt is really freaking out, because nobody knows what's going on, really. I don't know how my grandmother is right now, but I think her fever got a little bit worse. They're doing scans and stuff like that, trying to see what's going on, and right now it's gonna be my grandmother's choice whether or not to continue with the chemo, because bottom line is, this chemo is affecting her. The chemo is causing this in one way or another, if not directly, then indirectly. So yeah, it's scary, especially since I'm here, and I should be with her, but I'm also kind of glad that I didn't go, because if I had gone, I wouldn't be able to get any work done, and like that meeting I had to be in today, I was the only person who could host it, so it would have thrown everything off if I had gone. And I know I wouldn't have slept last night because I would have been taking care of her, and yeah, it's a good and bad thing that I stayed here. Especially good for the animals, good for me and my work. I don't know if maybe I would have made more chaos if I had been there, or maybe I would have helped. It's kind of a shoulda, coulda, woulda thing. I don't know if it would have been better. It's like I have to look into the parallel universes to see how that situation would have worked out. But I wish I was with my grandmother right now, just so I could comfort her as much as I could, or at least just be there for her. Yeah. But instead I'm here taking care of the animals, taking care of my son and my uncle. Hey, where are you? Uncle! By the way, Oliver is my uncle. My furry uncle. And my furry son. They've both been sleeping all day. But they're kind of my responsibilities. So, you know. It's kind of, yeah, like I said, shoulda, coulda, woulda. Question mark. So, there's an update on my grandmother. Hoping all goes well. But I have no idea what's going on. Things are changing by the minute, and of course I'm in a phone tag, and sometimes my aunt will be texting people, sometimes my uncle's calling people, sometimes my mom is texting me, so I get information from sources as they choose to contact me. So my information is limited, and that's why I really wish I was with my grandmother, so I knew what was going on, even though I can't really change anything, honestly, but there's my rambling report due to worry. Well, I mean, who wouldn't be worried? But keeping my fingers crossed that she pulls through this, because she is not having a good day. So yeah, I'll let you know when I get my next report and what's going on. So here's just an update. I just got texted. Doctor came to admit her, and he looked at her swollen lip, and it's on the same size as her bruised eye, and definitely looks like bruising inside from her teeth, and could be reasons other than her heart that caused her to pass out. Waiting for CAT scan results and for them to move her to a room. She looks a little better now that she has some fluids. Fever is now 100. They're starting 3 different antibiotics. And I just said maybe yeah, that's my text tone for my mom, that maybe she passed out and just fell on that one side, whichever side it is, and that's why she has bruising on that one side, and she said that's what they think it is, so, at least she's starting to get better now that she's in the hospital getting some care, so at least that's good, and they're gonna figure out what's going on. So Oliver and I are out in this early evening, And look at the changes to the scenery already. Oh, that is rain. We just left the house and it started to rain. Hopefully it passes. Otherwise we're walking in the rain because I want to get him out of the house. Brr. So much for that idea. It started pouring. So we ran the rest of the way back. But seriously, alright, still out of breath because we really did run. So we get out of our driveway, go down, there's a hill like that way, walk down the street. I literally was videoing right down there, and that's where it started raining. So ran all the way back, really, really fast. So, Oliver didn't get much of a walk, but it's gonna be raining all day. It actually has been raining all day, and it just stopped, and I was like, oh, maybe, you know, I'll have 30 minutes to walk to the mailbox, and it won't be raining. But it's raining. They're sharing the bed again. Oh, phone call. Didn't we go through this yesterday? He's a slow learner. At least he can say he hasn't fallen since then, since yesterday when I filmed him falling. But he looked like he almost just did it. Murphy. Murphy. Don't be an idiot here. I think he might just be seeing his reflection. Or the reflection of the fan, maybe? I don't know. This is Murphy vision. What are you seeing? I've been trying to catch him doing this for days now. But he doesn't like the water in his bowl. He likes the water in Oliver's bowl. But he stands, like, in the food part. Not making that up. That's how he drinks his water. Well, I'm getting up early tomorrow because luckily one of my grandmother's friends is going to pick me up and take me to IGA, which is the grocery store, and I'll be able to pick some food up because I am severely lacking in food products here. So that's very, very nice of them. So I have to actually wake up early, which sucks. So good night. See you in the morning.